Okay, here we go. Okay. For this one, I'm covering the book of Revelation, the seven churches, not as religion, but as structure. Because when you look at closely, these sevens are not random. They function like seven internal kingdoms of my previous videos about seraphim. Okay, now let's look at biology. The body already organizes itself in systems, each with its own nerve flow, blood flow, and function. Different region, different control centers, but all connected. Seven major domains working together. In Revelation, John describes seven golden lampstands. That can be read as symbolic or as a map. 7 points of awareness, 7 functions of the human system. You can call it chakras. You can call it biological regulation. You can call it consciousness. Same structure, different languages, different timeline, different script, different era. That's all that is. Here we go. If you look at the Bible in the book of Revelations, go to all the way to the back. 2:4. Revelation 2 verses 4. We're not doing a Bible study. We're just investigating. Okay. I'm bringing this up because I'm connecting and I'm having evidence to back it up. Science and world religion. Here we go. Revelations 2:4. You have forsaken your first love. Okay. This is a foundation. No, sorry. This is the foundation, the root. Biologically, that's the pelvic floor. That is our survival system, a general gland. So when this is off, everything above it destabilizes. So this is where the grounding happens. To perceive and exist anything higher, we must first be stabilized, be stable enough to hold it. Meaning what people say, what we understood, the limitations of our perception, we must strive to open it up by not reactive, but be an active listener, not collapsing, but anchored, ground, and calm. The second church. Wait, I didn't say the name of the first church, my bad. So the first church is Ephesus, Ephesus. That is a root chakras in the Kundalini, okay? And that is the sloth in the seven serpents, the seven-headed serpent. So that this one would be representing the sloth in the Eastern. So you know the Baphomet, where he points his finger up and down. The right hand is down, and then wait, hold on. The left hand, it doesn't matter which one. It doesn't matter. Left, right, point up, point down. Basically, that's not an evil sign in any shape or form. But you see how the Baphomet is the goat, and the goat. Okay, in reality, goat is what? And most symbolic religions use lamb or goat as a representation of what? We should know this. It's non-threatened, resilience, right? Survival. We are operating in the two function system that we cannot see which one is operating, because it can either be good or be really, really bad. And we would know because we're just existing within it, okay? Anyways, let's move on before this video gets way too long. So you got that, the first church down? Okay, so now we're moving on to the second church. The name is Smyrna, Smyrna. That is sacral chakras in the Kundalini. This one represents the lust in seven-headed serpents. So you see how we're describing the downfall and the divine consciousness all in one breath, okay? So Revelations 2:10, be faithful and I will give you the crown of life. This is the creative field, desire, pleasure, reproduction. Biologically, reproductive organs, ovaries, testes, hypogastric plexus. Okay, these are science. So look up the words, look up the term. They're all inside your body. It's not religion woo-woo here, okay? This is where the energy splits. It can become indulgence, attachment, or creation. When integrated, desire becomes discernment. We no longer suppress it, but we direct it. Okay, so third church. The name is Pergamum. 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 This one, it represents solar plexus. Okay, solar plexus is the power. That's where our power and strength is. Revelations 2:13. I know where you dwell, where the throne is. This is power in itself. In biological, it's a stomach area here, liver, pancreas, solar plexus. When unrefined, it becomes ego, dominates, wrath, reactive, control. But when integrated, it becomes willpower, boundary, directions, not forceful, but precision. Moving on to the fourth church. Thyatira. Third church is Hyatira. That is the heart chakras. Okay, that would be of the serpent, the heart of the Kundalini, and the function is this is where all things integrated, all things flow into one unit in council. Revelations 2:19. I know your love, your faith, your service. This is the heart of it. Biologically, heart, lungs, circulatory system. So this is where everything meets in council. So when balanced, you move from comparison to appreciation, from being envious, jealous, or from envy to recognition of what already exists. So instead of longing, reaching for something outside ourselves and burn with it, we look back and we look within and we look in our surrounding and just being alive and having what you already have is more than abundance. You would feel fulfilled. All right, fifth church. This church is called Sardis, Sardis. This is the throat chakra. So the throat chakra is functions in truth. That's its true nature is the truth. Okay, and so this one is it's a Revelations 3:1. You appear alive, but you are dead. This is the voice. In biologically, thyroid, vocal cords, cervical spine. Expressions, this is function, it expressions. This is where people speak without truth or speak from it. When aligned, your voice is not performative. It's not trying to reach, it's not trying to insert, it's not forcing, but it's grounded in truth, in power in itself without saying the word power or I'm above you or you less than me. Without saying any of that, you're just being who you are and it comes with grounded and integrated energetically, vocally. It's become the voice of offering. Sixth church. The name of the church is Philadelphia. That is your third eye in Kundalini or chakras. Function is perception. Revelation 3:8. I have set before you an open door no one can shut. You see in chakras, they say that once the Kundalini is activated, the third eye, okay, is that's your psychic ability. Okay. Here's the truth. Everyone on this planet are capable and access to this. We're born with it. Being human is being a spiritual being. The word spiritual itself is not a religion. It is a way of being. It's existence itself. So, ability to read the architectures of communications, life, connecting the structure of society, culture, environment, relationship within it. Biologically, it's frontal lobe. Frontal lobe. Pituitary, hypothalamus, optic nerve. That's where our axis is. The chiasma. I keep saying chiasm. This is the clarity, what I mentioned earlier about the structure and architecture mapping. So seeing without distortions, you have the ability to interact with someone without inserting your painful experience. Here is grounding in what you hear because you already saw the structure inside you. This is function of no protection, no forcing meaning, just seeing what it is beyond logic. Okay. Laodicea, Laodicea. This is where the crown is in the Kundalini. That is the consciousness. Revelation 3:16. Because you are lukewarm, I will spit you out. This is integration. Biologically, function is cerebral cortex, central nervous system, and the pineal gland. This is in spirituality. Pineal gland is depicted as the seat of the soul. So half in, half out doesn't hold. This is where everything either aligns or collapses. When integrated, pride dissolves into awareness. You grounded your whole, your authentic self, and Walk with proud and ground individual without belonging, needing for applause or recognitions because you're beyond than enough. Full system integrations. When all these are regulated internally and externally, you become coherent. Your body, your mind, your whole entire system work together. No exile, no dominate. Everything is just assigned. Nothing control you because you are the conductor of your council.